All right, folks, welcome back to the ISC World Tournament. Blair Sedford, Joe Todd in the nightcap on day one. Joe, it's been a brilliant, hot, steamy afternoon into the evening here at Caswell Park in North Mankato in beautiful Minnesota. And we've got our host team, Ostrander Norsemen, the visitors in this one, taking on the Sebringville Sting from southwestern Ontario. And Joe, this is going to be, I think, a competitive effort here from the Sting to stay with the number 6 ranked Ostrander Norsemen.
They have a big effort again in front of them right now when you're facing a team that kind of was built to host this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely built to host this tournament. Brett Legler, the skipper for the Norsemen, went out and got a bunch of real good ball players, starting with Roman Godoy, the starting pitcher for the Norsemen this evening. Behind the plate, Tawera Bishop, Valdemar Turkelson, Francisco Lombardo, Tyler Johnson. There are guys up and down this order that are on their various national teams. Ostrander will be leading off as the visitors here, as we mentioned. There's a look at beautiful Caswell Park, where we're playing the 2025 ISC World Tournament. There you are, 4 diamonds. We're on the one you come in there from the parking lot on your immediate left. That is the championship diamond here at Caswell. There's a live look as we're expecting that sun to set here in the next few minutes. Julian Fernandez will lead things off for the Norsemen. Tom Check, Tyler Johnson bats 3 for Ostrander, Francisco Lombardo, Valdemar Turkelson, Ryan King, the shortstop, the young Aussie, Spencer Yackel, Tawera Bishop, the Kiwi behind the plate, and Brent Meshke. The local guy for Ostrander bats 9 in the order, plays second base. Godoy pitching, not batting for Ostrander. There's the Sebringville Sting defense. Left to right across the outfield, you've got Chad Brown, Tyler Sager, and Albert Spina. And then around the horn, Cody Bromley, Blair Bender, Jesse Scott, and Chad Fink over at first base for the Sting. It's Will Schlotzhauer. He'll be pitching to Aaron Waugh behind the dish for Sebringville. Joe, the Sting are making a return appearance, but it's been, 8-10 years for Sebringville here in the ISC World Tournament. Completely different team than had been here in their past. Might have been 1 or 2 guys. Chad Fink maybe is a holdover from the last time Sebringville made a World Tournament appearance. But some real good young ball players on this team, starting with the guy in the circle, Will Schlotzhauer.
Well, and again, just saying that they just reappeared, but this team's got a lot of potential coming, and I'm glad they made the effort to get into the World Tournament and make the trip out here. Will Schlotzhauer's been with a couple of different teams out in BC last year, and he was at the tournament before that, I'm pretty sure, too. So Schlotzhauer has been recognized around the game.
Yes, he has made a number of appearances and collected a lot of jerseys already in a pretty young career for Will Schlotzhauer. Julian Fernandez to lead things off for Ostrander. He has been hitting the ball a ton for the Norsemen all season long. They picked up a couple of tournament victories early, Joe, playing locally here in the Midwest. They seem to run into the Fargo Kegel Black Knights all the time in the championship game. That one is going to get punched through the hole between first and second, and aboard with a seeing eye single is Julian Fernandez.
Fernandez just took that pitch and rode it out to the right field.
Tom Check, the left fielder for the Norsemen. Yeah, they won the Eau Claire tournament, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, only a couple of hours to the east of us. This one is fouled in and out of the glove of Aaron Waugh. Shows bunt, but pulls it back, and that one's just off the outside corner. Joe, you must be loving it. A lot of teams are playing small ball early. We
Yeah.
talked about the hitters being ahead of the pitchers here this year, but boy, the teams are looking to go to the small ball early. This one's popped up in the air, a diving grab over there at first base. Nice defense by Chad Fink.
Went a long way for that ball.
Watch the replay here. He's full-on Superman extension. Because he took a step back towards the bag and then had to go get it on the backhand. Nice play by Chad Fink.
Oh, you got a dirty uniform right off the hop. Get you in the game.
Strike on the outside corner from Schlotzhauer. I believe Will just got named to that Canada U23 team.
Yes, you are correct. Chad Brown as well, I believe.
A lot of Ontario players will be representing Canada at that U23 event in September, and La Pampa in Argentina, going away from the usual Paraná. Tom Check down on strikes. First strikeout of the night for Schlotzhauer. And now we get into the meat of the order for Ostrander. Tyler Johnson, fresh off the bronze medal with Team USA. Or have I missed a batter? Yep, I missed a batter. It was Johnson that was down on strikes. My
Johnson
bad.
went down on strikes.
Yes, I'm sorry. This is Francisco Lombardo. We'll get caught up.
Yeah. Nice little breeze trying to come through right now.
Well, that would be good because it is still very muggy and sticky here in North Mankato. 28 Celsius, so low to mid 80s still in the old-fashioned Fahrenheit.
Got to be really careful with Lombardo at the plate.
Yeah, you cannot make a mistake to this guy. He will deposit it over a fence in a hurry. This one is over a fence, but it's way foul. And a great reminder there from the PA guy. Keep your head on a swivel. You need to. There are 3 games ongoing right now. We'll get you caught up, but you can follow along on Game Changer. Watch this game and have Game Changer on a couple of other devices and follow along. A walk to Francisco Lombardo. Midland Explorers are trailing 3-1 to Team Marquez. That's one of the ongoing diamonds. And Waterdown Hammer and AHI Reapers. And that Midland game, if you're a fan of that one, you can put that one in picture-in-picture because we're streaming that one as well on ISC YouTube and on Softball Premier TV. Valdemar Terkelson, the Danish national.
Good stick. Real good ball player.
Has been for a number of years. You are absolutely correct. Played a couple of years with Pueblo. Dolan and Murphy. Right back to the screen. And again, fouled back.
Schlotzauer has to do a real good job here shutting the door. Trying to leave that ball in the infield here. I'd throw nothing but drop balls in this situation.
Well, that one is laced right back up the middle. Got that one up in the zone. Fernandez will come around to score the opening run for Ostrander. And Joe, bit of a pitching mistake, I think.
Yeah.
Got way too much of the plate. You see it here.
Number 24, Ryan King.
Yeah, right down the middle and right back up the middle.
Ferguson will make you pay for on that situation.
Ryan King, who last year was with the Sydney team, Joe, the Sydney Tropics. Was all tournament in the ISC 2 division. Sydney, the first international team to win an ISC championship. One misses downstairs. Ryan King and Matthew Wickham, a couple of players from that Sydney Tropics team who were on the Aussie Steelers that just competed in the World Cup. Disappointing appearance, honestly, in the World Cup, Joe, for Australia, for Canada, for Argentina. On the other hand, if you're Venezuela, you're pretty happy.
There's got to be a happy person in it.
Well, somebody is happy, on the other side of that equation. Gets the strikeout here to end the inning. But Ostrander score one on an RBI single by Turkelson. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Sebringville Sting coming to the plate, trailing by 1. Called strike 3, the outside corner. They weren't out of that. Yeah. High in the air, Viavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway. Joe for the Sebringville Sting here, the bottom of the first inning. Blair Bender will lead off. He'll be followed by Tyler Sager. Chad Fink, Aaron Waugh in the 4 spot. Will Schlotzauer pitching and hitting. He's in the 5 hole. Brett Pfeiffer, the designated player. Cody Bromley, Chad Brown, and Albert Spina in the 9 spot for the Sting. Defensively for Ostrander, Tom Check, Spencer Yackel, and Tyler Johnson left to right across the outfield. Francisco Lombardo, Ryan King, Brent Meschke, and Julian Fernandez around the horn on the infield. And it is the Roman Godoy story out on the board for the Norsemen. Tawera Bishop behind the plate. Joe, we talked about Mati Reisvi earlier from the Czech Republic having a rifle behind the plate. This guy has got a cannon.
Yeah, this guy has a hose, real. For sure.
First pitch fouled off.
And well respected behind the plate.
Yeah,
too.
he absolutely
Calls a great game.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We watched him in Kitchener. He did a great job for New Zealand, getting them to the championship game in Kitchener. And, of course, New Zealand getting all the way to the championship game at the World Cup as well, coming away with a much-deserved silver medal back on the podium for the Black Sox. And that was the goal, to get back on the podium. Big rise ball from Roman Godoy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Blair Bender.
This will be a really tough matchup for the Sebringville Sting. They just never faced a pitcher of Roman Godoy's caliber.
No, the closest they're going to see would be Ty Sebastian in the league, because they play in Ty Sebastian's league. Huron County League. Want to give a shout out to the Huron County League. But Ty Sebastian on a Tuesday night in Brussels is not Roman Godoy at the ISC World Tournament.
True story.
That one misses downstairs. In fact, Roman Godoy was perfect in opening night last year, pitching for the Hill United Chiefs. Right back to the screen at the bat of Tyler Sager. So a good hack by the two-batter for the Sebringville Sting. If you're just getting in with us, we started a few minutes early. Ostrander Norsemen pushed across a run in the top of the first inning. We're here now in the bottom, one down in the bottom of the inning. Tyler Sager at the plate for the Sebringville Sting. Ostrander Norsemen are out on the field. That's Roman Godoy right there in the center screen. All-World last year with the Hill United Chiefs.
Sager's fought off a couple of pitches here.
That was a little excuse me check swing. Didn't mean to swing at it, but I'm going to foul it off anyway.
Two balls, two strikes to Sager.
Well, Joe, that's a final over there behind us. Team Marquez win 3-1 over the Midland Explorers as Roman Godoy racks up a backwards K here on Tyler Sager.
You just have to be aggressive with two strikes against Godoy. He's going to be around that plate.
Chad Fink to the dish. Chad's been with this team for, boy, Joe, at least 10 years.
Yes.
Swings through that one, does Chad. Just off the plate. Good look by Chad Fink.
Chad's a chiropractor back in the Stratford area.
Fouled hard back into the top of the screen. I might need a chiropractor, Joe, by the end of the night, sitting on these little plastic chairs. Yeah. Little feeble swing and a miss by Chad Fink. Roman Godoy sits out the side, strikes out the side here in the bottom of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Sting. Ostrander, a 1-0 lead through one complete. We'll go to the top of the second. Norsemen coming back to the plate.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that, a fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
Well, there you get a look at twilight here in North Mankato in Minnesota. Honestly, I don't think it's quite that dark, but that's the color you're getting from the camera shot, at least anyway. But it's a gorgeous night. It's still very warm here in North Mankato. We could use a little bit more of this breeze that just picked up.
That just feels so great.
Spencer Yackel, Tawera Bishop, and Brent Meschke. 7-8-9 for Ostrander. Brent Meschke, Joe, has been with this Ostrander team for the 7-8 years that they've been competing here in the ISC World Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, though, Spencer Yackel at the dish. There's a chopper on the infield. Fink goes to gets it. Underhand feed and just gets him at first base. Joe, the umpires tonight.
Behind home plate is Kevin Wallace from Shipman, Illinois. At first baseman is Ed Otterman from Kitchener, Ontario. And at third base is Brian Sonic from State College, Pennsylvania.
Kevin Shipman's practically, or Shipman, I do this all the time. He's from Shipman.
Yes.
He's practically an honorary Canadian. He's up there so much. Kevin comes up and does the men's tournament circuit in Ontario. This one is laced by Bishop out to right field. He's aboard with a base hit. Boy, Joe, when he connects, he doesn't hit anything softly, does he?
No,
everything is hit hard.
Full power. Very strong upper body.
So 9 batter, Brent Meschke. Second baseman for the Ostrander Norsemen. Misses down low. I should include the LC, Joe, the Lake Crystal Ostrander Norsemen.
Mm-hmm.
Little change of pace there from Will Schlotzauer, but he missed upstairs. Fouls that one off to the screen. And that pitch misses downstairs. So Schlotzauer falling behind. And a late called strike. So make it 3-2 on Brent Meschke. Laced down the left side, but that's well foul.
Lake Crystal is about 22 kilometers southwest of here.
Pretty close for the host team.
Yes.
I know they played the Southside Stingers, the Australia team that's here, in an exhibition game a couple of nights ago. Chopper out over the head, and that is a foul ball. Good try by Cody Bromley, but just over his head and foul. So we'll get reset. Schlotzauer, Meschke. Just misses inside. So Meschke aboard with a 1-out walk. We'll move up to second base, and Joe, you're up to the top of the shop, Julian Fernandez, and you already ran into trouble here.
Yeah, so you just have to really take care of that bottom part of the order when you have that chance. Once you allow them on the bases, it just sets up a different strategy going forward.
Shows bunt, and we saw this, Joe, the game Peter Labardius and I did earlier. Third baseman was playing well back, and STK just dropped down a couple of bunts right in front of him. Nothing he can do.
Situation was less than 2 out?
Yeah, it was bunting for a base hit.
Yeah.
And what they did, it was just a pure read of the defense, speed, of course, at the plate. Well, there's the bunt, but they're going to wisely let that one roll foul. Good play there by Bromley. So the lights are coming into effect, Joe, and I got to say, they look really good out here on the field. High hopper on the infield, Bromley across, one hops, and a great dig. A great dig by Chad Fink. I'll tell you, somebody is buying Chad Fink the first round.
Watch that replay here.
But they didn't.
He was safe at
Nice,
first.
safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's past the bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good wheels by Julian Fernandez. So I thought that was a miracle save over there by Fink, but I guess nobody's buying anybody around after that.
Well, it was a
It's
good
an
grab.
infield base hit. It was a heck of a dig by Chad Fink.
At least it didn't go into right field.
Well, it saved a run for sure. So this all started after a real nice play by Fink to get the first out. A single, a walk, and an infield single. The base is loaded for Tom Check. And a good cut, but he fouls that one into the screen.
I heard they bought a new set of lights a couple of years ago.
I did hear the same thing, that they've upgraded the lighting here in the last couple of years.
One ball, 2 strikes to Check. Check hits the ball hard right at the center fielder, Tyler Seiger. Runner tags up and scores from third base.
Tawera Bishop came in, scored on that line drive by Tom Check. Good bit of hitting by Check, gets the RBI, and 2-0 now for Ostrander. And make no mistake, Joe, they need to send a bit of a statement for themselves, too.
Yes.
Because they lost their opening game last year and went on to, tie for 13th or something like that. That was not a finish that team was looking for last year.
Yeah, well, you lose that first game, it really puts you in a deep hole.
Yeah, it really does. That one's fouled out of play. And Brett was disappointed with their finish, and obviously, as knowing they were going to be the host team this year, is some added incentive to improve the squad.
Well, it's so important for that. Got him.
Well, he got him, but I think he dropped the ball at the plate on the tag. It looked to me like it came in and out of the glove. Look on the replay here, Joe. So gets past Waugh, but right there he dives.
I don't see the ball loose.
It's in the bare hand, and it's still in the bare hand. No, that's absolutely the right call. Kevin Wallace, bang on, gets it right. It was in the bare hand, and a good call by Kevin Wallace.
No errors, one runner left on base.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro Sports for their support of the broadcast program.
Leadoff batter for the Sebringville Sting going into the top of the second inning will be the catcher, Aaron Waugh, the number 4 batter.
Well, and he just made that good defensive play, so Aaron an opportunity here to contribute offensively. And Joe, it's amazing the coincidences that happen in the game, but it happens a lot, doesn't it? You
Yes.
make a good defensive play and you come to the plate in the next inning.
And it carries you over into confidence-wise, too.
Aaron's a gamer. He plays a lot. One of those guys at the park quite frequently.
Plays for about 4 teams in our local leagues.
Yeah. That pitch was up and away, but Aaron is ruled to have gone after it. And chases the drop ball down for a strike. That one just misses up and away. Waterdown Hammer leading 4-0 on the AHI Reapers. That game in the 4th. Waugh can't catch up to that one from Roman Godoy.
Godoy on a little bit of a pattern here now. 4 strikeouts, 4 batters.
That classifies as a pattern, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say he's even on a roll. I think you are right, my good friend. Will Schlotzhauer, the pitcher, in for a called strike. I say, though, I like those Sting uniforms, Joe.
Yeah.
The pinstripe.
They have a sharp set of yellow ones, too.
Yes. Seen a couple of good-looking uniforms around today. A couple of sets of, I wouldn't wear those if you paid me sets, too. So. In for a strike from Godoy. He just looks pretty casual out there right now,
Yeah.
Joe. I think he's still just stretching
He's
his
just
legs.
working out.
Yeah.
Just having a nice little workout.
Called strike 3 in the inside corner 5 for 5 is Roman Godoy.
Number 14, Brett Pfeiffer.
Brett Pfeiffer, designated player to the dish. Brett, one of the guys that helps run this Sebringville squad. Ivan Taylor, coaching this year for the Sting. He's down in the third base coach's box. But Brett's the guy I do most of the communication with for the team. He's been in that role for quite a while. The sad passing of
Chad's dad.
Chad's dad. It'll come to me. I'm going to say Mr. Fink right now because it's not coming to me. But 6 for 6 is Roman Godoy. Sebringville Sting haven't been able to catch up just yet. We'll go to top of the third. Still Norsemen out on top. What was his name?
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca. We can't wait to see you soon.
Little off-air discussion about player of the day. And Joe, I guess you guys had a good candidate in the Sandlot game, 7-0 for Sandlot winners over the Houston Aces. But Nikolai Anderson, thank you. Ehlers is the Winnipeg Jet hockey player, not too far from here. He had quite the afternoon.
Yeah, single, double, and a home run, 2-run home run, 5 RBIs.
That's a good game.
Yes.
Tyler Johnson at the plate went down on strikes in the first. Started to talk about Tyler with Team USA. They came away with a bronze from the World Cup. The only team to repeat on the podium from 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I guess, in New Zealand. But Joe, I think if you talk to Ron Hackett and most of Team USA, they had their eyes on being in that championship game.
Yes, they did.
That's a flare foul. Yeah, just fell a little bit short. They had that game with New Zealand in hand until Jerome Remeke in the 7th inning. A big 3-run shot and propelled New Zealand into the pole position, I guess you would say, to get into that gold medal game. Called strike 3 in the outside corner. Johnson, that's twice tonight down on strikes, once swinging, once looking. Francisco Lombardo walked, got as far as second base. That's a tough call when the catcher is taking it away from the plate like that.
Yes.
But you've got to call the position, not the catch. And that was almost anti-framing. Joe, we started off the day here with the Georgian Bay Giants taking on the Lacey A's. A very convincing and solid 3-0 win for the Lacey A's over the Giants. SDK fastball, a 7-0 win over the Seattle Dirt Dogs. Keagle Black Knights, 10-2 over the Southside Stingers. Grand Prairie, 8-1 winners over the Townsend Tide a little bit earlier today. Talked about the Sandlot game, 7-0 winners over the Houston Aces. Team Marquez very recently wrapped up their game 3-1 over the Midland Explorers. Waterdown Hammer are out in front, bottom of the fourth inning now over the AHI Reapers. This one is punched out to left field by Lombardo, and he's aboard with a solid single. He never hits the ball softly either.
No. Good level swing, though, and good power through that swing. Just drives the ball.
Watch it here. Like, that's a textbook swing.
Yeah.
Kept the hands and the arms in because the pitch was
Inside,
and got the barrel of the bat right to the ball.
Really shows his upper body strength to pull that ball.
Turkelson right back up the middle. And back-to-back base hits for the Norsemen with one down. And they've got something cooking here again in the third. Brett Legler is down making a substitution. Out onto the field is Derek Meschke. He'll be out to run for Lombardo. That looks like it's a good trade. Francisco is a lot of things, Joe. Fast is not really one of them. So here's Ryan King, the Aussie.
Ryan wants to find some retribution for that strikeout.
Well, he's laced this one to straightaway center field. One hops the fence. Meschke got a bit of a late start. Right on his heels was Valdemar Turkelson. Ryan King, first pitch, jumps on it for a ringing double up the fence.
Pure power there. Meschke kind of hesitated at rounding the bag, but I think a third base coach probably should have helped him a little bit because I think that ball was going to be over his head.
That was clear over the head of Tyler Sager without a doubt. Yeah, needed some help out there at third base. Spencer Yackel. Chopper on the infield. They come to the plate, and they had him hung up, Joe, but in and out of the glove of Waugh, and bases loaded here.
Yes.
I think they were going to get Turkelson in the rundown, maybe. Mm-hmm. You never know. They certainly had him retreating in a hurry. Yeah, he was hung out.
You just can't make those little kind of mistakes.
Number 35, Tawera Bishop.
So bases loaded for Tawera Bishop, a hard hit single an inning ago and came in to score. There's the off speed from Schlotzauer, but can't get the call. Right back up the middle. Here's one, and the second one's going to come in right behind him. So a 2 RBI single for Tawera Bishop. He's 2 for 2 and already having a night, Joe.
A big RBI guy right there. And he's batting out that number 8 hole tonight. When your number 8 guy can produce like that, that's good stuff.
Number 9, Brent Meschke.
So Brent Meschke back to the plate. Walked and then was tagged out attempting to come in on the pass ball. But runners on the corners, just one down still. And this one is flared out to center. Long run, that's going to fall in. Long run for Tyler Sager, and no chance to flag that down. A seeing eye single for Brent Meschke, an RBI. So 3 and counting here for the Norsemen, and Joe, they're threatening to get into a position to end this one early.
Yes, trying to break this open right here. Put 4 on the board already. Got 2 in the early innings. Just 1 out so far in the inning. Six. Yeah, sorry. 6.
Chopper on the infield, and had a look to Jesse Scott, who's playing second base, as the flex in the order, so he's not in the batting order for Sebringville this evening. But Bishop, who was at second, now is at third, and they'll get the 2-out catcher replacement rule. And that's a pretty good trade.
Yes.
Julian Fernandez, who grounded out there, will now go run for Bishop.
Tom Check just laced that ball last time he was up.
Dead ball foul at the plate. Yeah, that was a line shot to straightaway center. Got the RBI out of it on the sac fly, but maybe deserved better, Joe, for as hard as he hit it. And that's foul down the left side.
Want to try and stop this bleeding if you can right here for Sebringville. You want to get as many games as you can against a good opponent.
Schlotzauer gets the strikeout to get out of the inning, but it is a big one for the Ostrander Norsemen. Joe, they score 4, make it 6-0 for the Norsemen over the Sting. We'll go to the home half of the third, but Roman Godoy has had things well in hand.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
Cody Bromley, Chad Brown, Albert Spina will get their looks here at Roman Godoy, Joe. And nobody has had any answers for Roman through the first 2 innings for the Sting. It's been 6 up, 6 down, and 6 strikeouts.
Yes, they facing a big challenge right here against Roman Godoy.
He's been consistent too, Joe. You talked about the pattern. He gets him swinging for the first and the third out, and the middle guy gets caught looking in both innings. So Chad Brown, you should be swinging the bat if you want to break that pattern as the second scheduled batter here this inning. Misses in. You see Kevin Wallace with the head tilt as to where he called the pitch. He'll give Godoy the choice of his K-Masters. K-Master, the official ball here in the ISC by Rawlings Sports. Swing and a miss by Bromley. We actually used, Joe, if you know this one, we actually used the Softball Canada version of the K-Master because it's got the yellow optic hide, but it's also got the cork core. Down on strikes goes Cody Bromley. Now, I don't know whether to call that one a swing or a half swing. What did you see? What are you going to go with here?
I
Maybe
think
we'll see
he
it
swung.
on the replay.
I would think he swung.
Yeah, that's a swing.
We don't have to take that one to New York.
No. New York's spot track record's a little spotty, to be honest, on some of those calls anyway. Brown, left fielder for the Sting.
Also, we'll do some pitching for him over the week.
Brushed off the plate by Ramon Godoy. Joe, tomorrow we've got the Hall of Fame breakfast first thing in the morning. We will be streaming that. Look for that on ISC Fast Pitch on YouTube. 12 p.m. We'll pick up that Kingston-Axman Pueblo Bandits game that was moved from this evening due to some personnel issues with Pueblo. Kingston graciously permitting us to move that game as Brown, at least Joe, went down swinging to break the pattern. Here on the ISC Network and Softball Premier TV, we'll start at 12:30 with the Bear Creek Express and the Grass Valley Greens. Come back with the Northeast Drillers at 2:30 with the Wabash Sting. Opening ceremonies are around 5:30 p.m. Then we'll wrap up the evening. The Junkyard Dogs and the Hill United Chiefs. And in the nightcap, Bear Creek Gremlins and the local St. Paul Grey Ducks will get our look at the Gremlins. Haven't seen them, Joe, in person since the Mitchell qualifier, the Canada East qualifier, all the way back in mid-June.
Good to see another St. Paul or Minnesota team, too.
Yeah, a couple of Minnesota teams for sure. Albert Spina at the plate. Spent a couple of years with the Durham Diamondbacks organization, as did Ivan Taylor, and migrated over here to Sebringville. Swing and a miss. Just off the plate. Joe, I wouldn't say it's a huge crowd, but for an area we've not been to in the past, there's
Not bad.
a couple of hundred people here at the ballpark.
Yeah. Not a bad crowd going down the fence line.
Yeah, there are more people than what you just see in the shot. Going down the fence line, there's a lot of people in tents. Joe, somebody got one in play, and
Fair ball.
that's a fair ball, and there won't be a perfect game this year for Ramon Godoy. At the last second, Tom Check called Ryan King off, and I think that's a communication error between the two of them. You watch, and King looks like he's settled under this. And then he gives way, and Check simply outran it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there was a lack of communication.
Yeah, I think King And he made the right call. When his outfielder calls him off, he's got to step out of the way.
Bail.
Yeah. So Spina ends up with a double. He'll be able to tell his grandchildren that he hit a rocket to the fence for a double off of Roman Godoy one night at the ISC World Tournament in Minnesota. Back to the top of the shop for Blair Bender. That's now 4 Blairs in the game that I know of. Myself, Blair McBratney, Blair Ezekiel, and now Blair Bender. We're taking over, Joe.
Yes.
To where a Bishop will go track that one down. I don't think that was the pitch he was expecting. No. Even Kevin Wallace got fooled on that. He's going to go out and make sure these two are on the same page. Fellas, let's go have a meeting.
Yeah. Kevin doesn't want to get hurt.
No, Kevin does not want to wear one, especially not from Roman Godoy, the way he throws. Bender chases upstairs. There's quite a few people congregated under a tent out in left field, too. That's the Brinkman tent.
That's the Brinkman tent.
Yeah.
Very popular tent.
Yes, that usually is a popular spot. I kind of thought it was like way too close to the actual outfield fence, because that is a breakaway fence. Somebody's going to end up in that tent if they run through the left field wall. Probably need to move that back a little bit. Right down Broadway for strike 3. Gives up a hit, but picks up his 9th strikeout of the game, does Roman Godoy. Ostrander Norsemen got this one well in hand so far. We'll go to top of the 4th. Norsemen coming back to the plate.
A metal roof lasts a lifetime. Thousands trust Metal Roof Outlet to install stylish, stone-coated metal roofing that looks just like traditional shingles. Make a smart and worthwhile investment for your home with Metal Roof Outlet. Contact us through metalroofoutlet.com to get a quote for a roof replacement anywhere in Southern Ontario. Because when you trust Metal Roof Outlet with your roof replacement, it may be the last time you ever replace your roof.
Well, you get a great look at the night sky here at beautiful Caswell Sports Park in North Mankato, Minnesota. In between innings, we were talking with Kevin Cambuler, who stopped by. And he wanted to know if we were enjoying the hot and sticky weather. Well, it was basically like this in Ontario, Joe, when you and I left. Yes. We just flew here to get more of it. And from what I can see, we're going to get this at least through midweek here at the ISC World Tournament. It is going to be a warm one.
Yes, not looking forward to it, but we got to face it, and it'll be good. I'd rather face a little bit of sun than a lot of rain.
And I'll take the heat over the cold, too.
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson will probably be the happiest guy in the park to see Chad Fink come on to pitch. Johnson down on strikes twice, facing Schlotzhauer.
Leading off for the Norsemen, number 10, Tyler Johnson.
Brent Pfeiffer has moved over to first base, and I'm presuming Schlotzhauer is now the DP.
Yeah, they've just moved everybody around a little bit.
Yep.
Foul ball down the left side. Kevin Wallace very emphatic with the call, and we appreciate that. And we appreciate the fact that there'll be nobody here faster working this week, Joe, than Chad Fink. He gets the ball, he's on the board, and he is coming forward with it. Not wasting any time.
Eric Chaparro was like that in the game before us.
With Sandlot, yeah.
Very, very quick worker.
Love it. Misses downstairs. Up and in to Tyler Johnson.
We just got one more game going, the Waterdown game.
Waterdown game is the only other one ongoing. Still 4-0 in that one at last look against the AHI Reapers. What a gorgeous sunset here we're getting in Mankato, North Mankato. Foul down the right side this time. Tyler Johnson giving everybody a workout. And yes, Randy Fink, I got a message from the AW Millwrights back in Milverton, Randy Fink, and we did discover that. And thank you, fellas, for the call out. And of course, we miss Randy too. He was a great guy. Very sudden was his passing not too long ago.
Great promoter of the game.
Swing and a miss. It's not Tyler Johnson's night here against the Sebringville Sting. AW Millwrights, another team in that Huron County League 2, Joe. Lombardo. A walk and a hard hit single, came around to score, or at least the pinch runner did.
Just a little bit high inside. Falling way behind the count now, 3-1 count. Oh, sorry, 3-0. Walk to Lombardo.
Well, it could have been 3-1. It was ball 4 either way. So Turkelson, RBI single in the first, singled and scored in the third, so he's 2 for 2, having a good night. Shows bunt.
Want to try and keep that ball low here. Give your infield some work. Don't want anything up in the letters.
Misses down low, and looked like he stumbled a little bit, Joe, at the landing spot, too. Oh, they're working hard on those in between the games. They've got the compactors out, the pounders, whatever you call them, the manual compactors. Line shot. I guess they're going to go for the drop and the double play. Yeah, they got it out of the inning. Intentionally dropped it. A lot of confusion here. Dead ball?
Oh.
Number 24, Brian King.
So they got the force. What? I'm a little puzzled as to what the call is here because
Yeah, it should be.
so they've given the line out to Turkelson, I guess, and Lombardo is back at first.
Gotcha.
I don't know how they I don't know. I'm just puzzled. I can't even begin to speculate as to what that call is going to be. That one is going to be a pass ball. He lines it right to him, and it's dropped. Whether it's deliberate or not, it's dropped.
It's
It
dropped.
hit the ground.
Yeah.
That should have been a walk-off double play.
Yeah.
I want to talk to, I just want it explained to me. That's all. If there's a rule, I'm unaware of it. I'm sure somebody out there knows that one way better than we do, and maybe you can write us in about it. But everybody up here is thinking that's a double play.
Like there's no way you could call it an infield fly because it wasn't handled easily by an infielder.
Yeah, I just don't know. In any event, the inning continues.
Yeah.
And ball 4 to Ryan King.
Number 18, Spencer Yack.
Well, the good news, Joe, is we will see all of the umpires tomorrow morning at the ISC Hall of Fame breakfast.
Yes.
So we won't have to wait long to get an explanation.
They always support our breakfast.
And we will pass that one along to the fans tomorrow for those who can't sleep tonight wondering about that call. I know I'm going to be up for at least 5 minutes. Fink is looking for another sign. Him with the changeup and fouled off at the plate. I don't want to harp on it, but honestly, that's a heads-up play by Blair Bender. I don't know.
Yeah.
One ball, one strike.
Because inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah. Like a note here from Kelly Murphy. She's saying it's an intentional drop, which becomes a dead ball. Okay.
You better have good rationale, I guess, to make that decision.
I don't think I've ever seen that called. Tough play, but sticking with it is Scott over there at second base. So no harm, no foul ultimately at the end of the day. But I am today years old, Joe, that I learned that if it's an intentional drop ball, it is a dead ball.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
So leading off here, bottom of the fourth inning, Tyler Sager, the center fielder for the Sebringville Sting. And Joe, and thank you, Kelly Murphy, umpire back in St. Thomas, Ontario, saved me 5 minutes of sleep tonight because I was going to be up at least that long worrying about that call.
Never heard of it.
But yeah, I have never seen that called before. And I did not know that on an intentional dropped fly ball, it becomes a dead ball. Who knew? Tyler Sager aboard with a legit base hit here for the Sting. Not that the previous one wasn't, but that one's more of a mental error. The last one, that's a solid base hit by Tyler Sager. So he's aboard with a single, a leadoff single nonetheless. Godoy throwing here mid to mid 70s, occasionally up into the upper 70s, but I think our radar gun is well back from the plate, so yeah.
Scott Ernest now at the plate for Sebringville Sting, batting for Chad Fink.
Well, it's a good move here, I think, by Ivan Taylor to get the bench into the game. You don't know how long, you don't know if you're going to get, Joe, you're going to get 5 anyway. So get guys the at-bat against Ramon Godoy, and maybe they come up with a base hit.
Yep.
Because you don't see this pitching, as we talked about earlier, in the Huron County League on Wednesday night.
No. But you put this kind of game in your back pocket and you'll learn from it, and you'll grow on it.
Called strike 3, the outside corner. Ernest down looking. Bring up Aaron Waugh.
Number 63.
Bishop just sets up so nicely behind the plate and frames that pitch so well.
10 strikeouts for Godoy on the evening.
Well, every out has been by way of the strikeout. He's given up the 2 hits. Waugh with the inside-out cricket swing. I don't know how he actually got a bat on that ball. Do you?
No.
But he fouled it off down the left side over the fence. And wow. Swing and a miss by Aaron Waugh, another strikeout. And that will bring back to the plate Mr. Schlotzhauer.
Number 11.
I love the fact, Joe, that Will plays both sides of the game.
Yeah.
He's got all the athletic talent and ability to do it.
He's a good athlete. Also plays hockey back home.
I see that on his Facebook profile.
Plays for the Tavistock Braves, the junior D team. He might be overage now. Probably going up to the Royals.
That one's laced out to left and coming across to make the grab. This time is Tom Check. You just see him in behind the dugout roof. Good play out there by the left fielder this time. The first out of the game, not by way of a strikeout. 11 out of 12 for Ramon Godoy. Got it well in hand.
Do you need a reliable supply of products to run your business? Are you tired of having to deal with multiple suppliers to get everything you need? Absolute Business Supply is your dedicated, full-service business supply partner offering over 400,000 products and unmatched customer service. At ABS, we aren't just selling products. We offer a commitment to building meaningful relationships with our customers, getting to know your business goals so we can provide the best possible solutions for your needs. Find us on the web at absolutebusinesssupply.ca and let us get it for you.
To wear a Bishop, Brent Meschke, and then we'll go back to the top of the shop. Having a so-so night at the plate so far. To wear a Bishop, 2 for 2, run scored, 2 RBI. Not so bad at all. A good night for the big man.
Your number 8 batter.
Upstairs from Bishop. And a great backstory to Joe Tawera Bishop. Signed as a teenager by the Boston Red Sox to their rookie farm system. Spent a number of years with the Red Sox in the minor leagues, the low minor leagues. Came back to New Zealand and softball, I want to say 2015, thereabouts. And this one is laced down the right side. That's going to one-hop the fence. That's a fair ball. Bishop will cruise up to second base with a leadoff double. Boy, he's swinging a hot bat right now, Joe.
Yes. Just got all that pitch. Chad Fink took that pitch on the outside part of the plate to where a Bishop willing to take it the other way.
That's a good bit of hitting. Right, for a guy who's normally a pull hitter, to take that the other way.
Yeah, you got to be waiting on that to actually drive it that opposite way.
Brett Meschke to the plate. You have to hurry. Get him at first. Good play by Chad Fink, fielding the position well. As Meschke runs well.
Number 27, Julian Fernandez.
And I think he's probably bunting for a base hit in that circumstance.
Yeah, I would think
but
so.
He gets the sacrifice bunt out of it anyway. To wear a Bishop up to third. Top of the shop, Julian Fernandez. That's the run right now for Ostrander. That gets them to that 7-0 deficit. Missed upstairs from Fink, not wild about that pitch. One hopper on the infield, a good look over there by Scott.
Jesse Scott?
Yeah, Jesse Scott, second baseman for the Sting. Flex player tonight for Sebringville. And again, Julian Fernandez will go run for Bishop. 2-out catcher replacement rule. And that's a pretty good trade, too. Bishop runs well for a catcher, but Julian Fernandez just runs well. That one is flared out to left. Chad Brown will haul that one in. So they get the runner as far as third, but can't bring him across.
This business was opened in 1965 by my father, Ned Matiosi. Could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Joe, we should give a shout out to Sebringville resident Don Scott, who is intently watching back at home. There was a day that Don Scott, Todd Winkworth were members of the Sebringville Sting. I believe that's right. Donnie, maybe you can help me out on that one, but I believe 2001, 2002, you and Winkworth, Sebringville Sting. I think you guys won the NAFA championship in 2002, if I remember right. Donnie is wondering about that bunt with the 6-0 lead. But that's Brent Meschke's game, right?
Yeah.
Like he's up there bunting for a base hit. He's doing that 6-0, 1-0, trailing 6-0.
Yes.
That's his game.
Yeah. Bag number 9 there.
Yeah. But back in the day,
Yes.
you didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, 2002, the Sebringville Sting, Donnie Scott, Todd Winkworth.
Yep.
That's a pretty good righty-lefty combo.
Mm-hmm.
They had Dale Levy, I think, with them too.
That would have been a nice addition.
And Dave Bailey. I think Dave Bailey played for them that year.
A few boys off the old Creamery Juniors.
Yeah, a couple of guys for sure from that St. Mary's team, but that would have been 10 years earlier from that squad. Big cut by Pfeiffer. Went after it. Joe, we'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. We've got the Big Four coming your way tomorrow. Bear Creek Express, Northeast Drillers, Hill United Chiefs, and Bear Creek Gremlins. I believe in that order. Express are up at 12:30. The day starts at noon with the Pueblo game. And Bishop out to talk with... Oh, we got a new pitcher here too, Joe. That's Sammy Villavazo, who has come on in relief for Ramon Godoy.
Counts 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sammy's been with Ostrander here for 2 seasons. This is his 2nd season. Yeah, tomorrow we've got Bear Creek Express with the Grass Valley Greens, Northeast Drillers, Wabash Sting, Hill United Chiefs and the Junkyard Dogs, and then the Bear Creek Gremlins and the Grey Ducks. So you'll all get a look at teams 4, 3, 1, and 2 in that order. Hard-throwing righty from Mexico. spent a couple of seasons with the then New York Gremlins. I believe picked up a ring with them along the way. And Pfeiffer fouls that one off. Pfeiffer, Bromley, and Chad Brown are scheduled batters here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Waterdown Hammer, Joe, must be done because I see some of them over in behind the Sebringville bench. See if we can get you a score. This is Doug Roberts. I hope you picked up on the schedule there. Thanks for your note. And Pfeiffer. Big swing, but comes up empty down on strikes. Got Waterdown Hammer, 7-0 winners over the AHI Reapers. Clay Robinson, Kirk Santala working for the Hammer in that one. Couldn't hold back Bromley on that pitch. Strike in the outside corner. Joe, everybody, it seems like, wears the compression sleeve now on the pitching arm.
Yes. I
think it keeps the sweat down. You don't get the sweat in your hand. That one misses upstairs. You and I are both old enough to remember when those came out and there was a little bit of controversy about whether it was okay to wear a sleeve on one arm but not the other. And for some of the people that like to pick nits, got their knickers in a twist over that one. Up the middle, in and out of the glove. And safe over at first base. Brett Meschke went a long way to his right, but just that little pop in and out of the glove was enough to allow Bromley to get aboard. You tell me, Joe, are we hit or error here? I think that's an error.
Error.
So Chad Brown. Chad, like most of the rest of the lineup for the Sting against Roman Godoy, was down on strikes in his first plate appearance.
Love to get something going here. Got to be sharp down there.
I was just waiting for Bishop to unleash a strike down to first base, but Joe, he never threw it.
That's just a wake-up call for Bromley.
Well, I would hope that a guy who's as big a fan of the game as Ivan Taylor is briefed his team on to wear a Bishop. We both know that he did.
Yeah.
That you can't stray too far off the bag with Bishop. That one misses upstairs. Three and one. Villavazo struggling to find the strike zone just a little bit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First inning of relief for Sammy. There's a strike on the outside corner. And loses Brown, so first walk of the game issued by the Norsemen. Pair of runners aboard here for the Sting, and Albert Spina to the plate. Yeah, he's just struggling to find the zone, isn't he, Joe? He's trying to go to that outside corner to the left-handed batters, but he's just not finding it out there right now.
It's a wonder they haven't done kind of a little bit of a mound visit and kind of get his focus reset.
Well, it's a good inside rise ball that ties up Spina.
Just one out here now. Top of the 5th inning. Sorry, bottom of the 5th, isn't it?
Yep, B5.
Just got to pull it down a bit.
Yeah, he's not missing by much, but it's not in the strike zone.
All right.
Is that a bug you're swatting away, or are you just expressing frustration on how long it's taking in between pitches?
You read my mind.
Gets the strike zone there and sets down the 9-batter Spina by way of the K. The second of the inning, but that's been sandwiched around the error and the walk and a lot of pitches. Top of the shop, Blair Bender. Bishop had it cocked and loaded there, Joe. Wanted to fire it somewhere, but nobody was more than a step and a half off the bag.
He said, just give me a chance. I want to throw it.
Yeah. He's like Rafa Flores.
Yeah.
Where can I throw it next?
Yeah.
Tried to backhand that one. It gets away. So an extra 60 feet here and a pair of runners in scoring position, Joe, for the Sting. Getting a look at it here against Sammy Villavazo. A little pat on the back from Tawera Bishop. Just throw some strikes, mate. We'll be okay.
Top part of the order here for Sebringville, too. 2 runners in scoring position.
Comes in with the inside rise. Well, that's been his best pitch, is the inside rise.
Yeah.
But they've been trying to get the drop away, and they're not getting it. Sometimes you just stay with your strengths.
Yeah, stay with the one that you're winning with.
And that's what they came back with, and Bender just able to foul it to the screen. Still not quite there.
No. Kevin Wallace is making him throw that pitch, too. Make him throw that strike.
Sebringville were winners, Joe, in the Huntsville tournament about 3-4 weeks back. Actually, not even, only 2 weeks back. Didn't win as many tournaments as Ostrander, but they were tournament winners getting here. Misses downstairs.
Oh, when you're a little bit off the plate, you're not going to get calls like that.
So they're just going to go double check on the signals. That's why Kevin Wallace is accompanying Bishop out there. I think the pat on the back was the biggest part of that particular visit.
Yeah.
Full count. Blair Bender at the plate. Sebringville Sting. Couple runners in scoring position, but chases that rise ball upstairs. That's been the best pitch from Villavazzo, and strikes out 3, but sandwiched around a little bit of action in between. But nothing across for the Sting. Through 5 complete. Ostrander 6. Sting, no score.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro Sports for their support of the broadcast program.
Well, I saw Kevin Wallace point over to the Sebringville bench, Joe, about a substitution. I heard him say number 10, so that's Connor Getler. You see where Connor might be playing? And I'm assuming that's Kevin Getler's son?
Yeah, I think so. Out of the Mitchell area.
But I don't see where he might be. In any event, Tyler Johnson looking to get on track here at the ISC World Tournament here in the 6th. He has not had any success whatsoever against Schlotzhauer and Fink, and he's not going to have any success if that's going to be the called strike.
Yeah.
Ground out, but the moral victory at least is that Tyler did not strike out.
Didn't get to wear the sombrero.
Well, he might be 0 for 4, but it's only 3 Ks, Joe. It was not 4.
Yeah.
That's the moral victory for Tyler in that at bat. In for a strike to Francisco Lombardo. 2 walks sandwiched around a base hit and a run scored.
Good pitch by Chad. Right around that plate.
Lombardo reaches out and pokes that one foul. Joe, there's a great many ways to follow the ISC World Tournament. I want to really give a shout out to our new communication specialist this year, Brian Aridis, as that one is lined past the shortstop, and Francisco Lombardo is aboard for the 4th time here tonight. 2 for 2 with a pair of walks. But just the video graphics that he's putting together for the scoreboard summaries on Twitter, the graphics that he's putting together for the schedules and everything else, just upping our game.
I think he's hitting all of them too, like Instagram as well.
Yeah, well, he's hitting Facebook, Instagram. Yeah. Apparently we have a Threads account now, which is new today. Twitter. And this is just additive to the great work that our friend to our right here does, Luciano Lafrano. As you see, Ivan Taylor, and they're bringing in Chad Brown to pitch. You mentioned that earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Chad Brown would do some pitching. Well, he's going to get the chance. We will take a break, and we'll come back, continuing to hand out all the plaudits here on the ISC network at the end of day 1.
Sometimes people worry about asking for help because there can be a stigma around mental health problems.
Trust your teammates. Trust your teammates. Trust your teammates.
They might believe that asking for help means admitting that something's wrong.
Trust your teammates. Trust your teammates.
Some people worry about how others might see them.
Trust your teammates.
Trust your teammates.
Asking for help means that you want to make changes and take the first steps towards better mental health.
Trust your teammates.
Trust your teammates.
We should celebrate the courage it takes to speak up and make changes.
Trust your teammates. Trust your teammates.
Getting help is part of recovery.
Trust your teammates.
Trust your teammates.
Mental health isn't something you need to keep to yourself. Talk to a friend. Trust your teammates. You're not alone.
Trust your teammates.
Trust your teammates.
The first steps may be the toughest, but knowing where to look for help is a good start. Community mental health organizations like the Canadian Mental Health Association or Mental Health America offer resources and programs that can help you. Visit cmha.ca or mentalhealthamerica.net to find a branch in your community.
And remember,
trust your teammates.
Trust your teammates.
Joe, 10 years ago, that one still hits hard.
Yes. Yeah. Great guy.
Valdemar Turkelson and Chad Brown, lefty for Sebringville Sting. And I wonder, if, Joe, if this is just a strategic call here to limit the innings for Chad Fink. I didn't think he was in a particular spot of trouble here, but it's also a very warm night.
Yeah.
He might have just potentially run out of gas quickly.
Out. Yep. Turkelson's had a big night at the plate too, so see if we can continue against Chad Brown.
Well, works a walk. Probably not the way Chad Brown wanted to come in.
No.
Ryan King had that big booming double, Joe, back in the 3rd when the Ostrander Norsemen pushed across 4.
2 balls, 1 strike to King.
He's got a lot of bat waggles going on, doesn't he? He's got a nice clean stroke when he comes through with it. Chases this one downstairs in the dirt, so good pitch there from Chad Brown to get Ryan King.
Number 18, Spencer Yackel.
So 2 down. Brown, he came on with 1 out and 1 aboard. The walk to Turkelson, and that gets us to Spencer Yackel. There might be room here, right up against the screen.
Hit the fence. Foul ball.
And you hear Kevin Wallace, who right in front of our microphone says, no, it hit the net, it's a dead ball. You heard it before we did. So Yackel gets a second chance, and you had a great look at it there too, as it just touched the screen.
Aaron Watt did his best to try and get at that.
I think Brown would like to have had that pitch called to strike Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he bent that one across the plate. Snap throw down. Brett Pfeiffer's like, I'd love a little more warning there if you're going to fire a seed down at me. Had to go down to his knees
Got to be on that
to
sharp
get
corner.
it. Yeah.
Got to be awake.
And fouled off the plate. Good job by Yackel to stay alive.
Yeah, fight off those pitches till he gets his pitch.
And that misses outside. Ostrander threatened twice here, Joe, to get that magical 7th run. Haven't been able to push it across. Chases upstairs, and we're going to play the full one.
Yes, I guess we are.
Inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Well, Joe, we wondered about Connor Gettler earlier. Here he is pinch hitting. And looks at strike one from Sammy Villavazo. So he's hitting for Tyler Sager.
I'm presuming that he's in center field. But
well, we mentioned this morning at the managers' meeting that defensive substitutions were to be announced as well. So it's not like you just have to wait till the guy comes to the plate. We wanted them as they were going into the game.
And it was Ivan that asked that question.
Ironically enough, yes, it was. Upstairs. Connor's dad, Kevin, played for the Mitchell Mets back in the day.
Kevin was an all-around great ball player.
There were some real good ball players that came through that Mitchell Mets system over the years.
Mitchell Mets won the OAFC Intermediate B in Ingersoll one year. And Kevin played infield, catcher, pitcher, and outfield in that championship Sunday.
Well, he was a definite all-rounder then.
And he got the tournament
he did
MVP.
it all. Yeah, guess so. Well, thought he had worked a walk there, did Connor Gettler, but he gets rung up by Kevin Wallace. And Ivan Taylor's got another change. You know, you can make them all at once. You don't have to make them one at a time.
33.
Aaron Bald, B-A-L-D.
Okay.
Aaron Bald.
Pitch hitting, number 33, Aaron Ball.
What would be great, Joe, is if Aaron Bald had a mullet coming out of his helmet, but I just don't see it.
Now,
yeah, I know. Little crowd control, Joel.
yes. Calling the heavy artillery.
It's a walk for Mr. Bald.
Number 63, Aaron Wall.
So Aaron Waugh will come to the plate and get a visit out there from Tawera Bishop to Sammy Villavazo. Another vote of confidence, Joe. Got the opening strikeout, but just not consistent enough with the control tonight for
No.
Sammy.
No. Just hasn't had it stick him in.
Aaron Waugh, pair of strikeouts, both of those against Roman Godoy. And a big, heavy cut, Joe, but just comes up empty. That one's going to go way back out of play. It's probably a good thing that that other diamond is empty because that ended up on the other field, I think.
Bill Lavazzo's throwing 42 pitches, 22 for strikes. So just at that 50.
Right at that
50th
50th percentile, yeah, that's
not good.
No, you want to be 2/3 in that range if you can be.
Or
better, yeah.
Godoy was 43 for 59.
That's pretty efficient.
Yeah.
This one's lifted out to center. Ranging across is Yackel. He'll reel that in for the second out. Good contact, though, by Aaron Waugh. You take that to the bank and bring that back to your next at bat that you made good contact.
Number 11,
Will Schlotzhauer struck out looking in the second and then flied out to left in the fourth. And we'll see if he can build on that good contact that he made back in the fourth. Well, he punches it through the right side for a solid base hit, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely
Good, clean
built
hit.
on that. Yeah. Two out single for Schlotzhauer. That'll bring us to
Pfeiffer. Oh, change, isn't it?
well, that's
Number
not Brett
6.
Pfeiffer.
Number 6.
Is Jesse Scott, flex player. So Jesse will get to swing the stick here. And again, Ivan Taylor giving everybody a chance to swing a stick here tonight. I like that, Joe. Get everybody into the game early.
Will they have another game late tomorrow night then, or will they have a game Tuesday? Well, that'll
No,
be
I believe
Monday.
they will. Well, I believe they will play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't testify to it in court. I'm not that 100% confident. The good news is this one is yanked way out in the corner and able to run it down deep in the corner is Tyler Johnson, who was probably quite thankful for something to do in this game. He's had nothing to do out there but spectate. But he goes a long way to get this, too. Way over in the corner. Good play by Tyler Johnson. We'll pick that thought up, Joe, when we come back. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Playing all 7 tonight, Ostrander.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that, a fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
Tawera Bishop is 3 for 3, Joe, with 3 hard-hit singles. A couple of RBIs, a run scored. He hasn't been able to throw the ball to anybody, though. I've been just dying for him to fire a ball down to second to try and pick somebody off or snap throw down to first, but he's made up for it at the plate. All his action's been in front of the plate tonight, not just behind it.
This is the first time he's faced Chad Brown in the game.
Chad came in with 1 out in relief of Chad Fink, who was on in relief of Will Schlotzhauer. And again, I was a little puzzled by why they took Fink out of the game in that spot, but could have just been wanting to get everybody in and a couple of innings work. It could have been that he ran out of gas early. It's still very hot and humid here tonight. And this one is laced out to right field. How about a 4 for 4 night for Tawera Bishop? They're cheering him on down in New Zealand tonight, Joe. That is a night. 4 hits. And he takes off enough gear to start a sporting goods store.
Still 25 degrees here in Mankato at 10:30.
We're 2+ hours into this one. Strike on the outside corner. And this is
16.
Yvonne Sachs. There's a throw down by Aaron Waugh.
Trying to get the opposing catcher.
Yeah. On the move is Bishop. High throw. Slides in safely. We've talked a couple of times, Joe, about the tight screen that surrounds the backstop here. It's not a steel mesh backstop. It is that nylon mesh, and it is wound in here really tight. There's a trampoline effect when it hits that screen and comes off. There will be runners this week that are going to get thrown out.
Yeah, catcher's got a good clean bounce usually.
Oh, just over the outstretched glove. A good effort there by Jesse Scott, but can't track that one down.
Good punch there by Sachs. Another pinch hitter.
Rick Saunders. In for a strike from Brown. So both teams emptying the benches here late. Now that one took the bad hop off the screen, and you're going to get some of those too, where you got to chase it down. I've only really seen it go down the first base line. And it deflects off the glove and then ricochets off the mesh down the line. So Wah wanted to go out and talk signals. He got held back by... Oh, no, he didn't want to go out and talk signals. He's asking, I think, on the count, Joe. He's caught the umpires together. That was definitely a swing. I thought, at least, anyway. Kevin Wallace said that, can we go to replay, made the headphone signal. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Chopper in the infield, but that's foul to Saunders, or by Saunders. And this one is skipped in by Brown.
Pick up. Oh, wow.
No, he
good
come
range.
over a long way to get it,
Good
but
range.
he's going to tag and cut off. And I don't know, Joe, did they have a shot at him if that throw goes through?
No.
Don't think so?
No.
No. I think you're right. So, we get the 7th run in the 7th inning. Convenient. Good AB by Saunders. He picks up a sac fly RBI. Chopper on the infield, and they'll throw out Tom Check for the 2nd out. Jesse Scott has played a good second base tonight, Joe.
Yeah.
Now, is he any relation to the famous Scott family at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe Donnie Scott, if he's still up in Ontario. Toss to first by Brown. Pick up the run on a couple of hits. 7-0 going to the bottom of the 7th. Sebringville Sting taking this one the distance.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
Cody Bromley, Chad Brown, and Albert Spina, the scheduled batters for Sebringville. And Joe, I think they've emptied the bench, so I don't think there's anybody else available that can come in, is there?
Not unless Ivan wants to play.
Yeah, they've used the 3 subs that they've got on the card here. Just the 13 players on the lineup card tonight. And that one is punch foul, but that's going to get into the fence.
Bromley's going to have to protect that plate now with 2 strikes.
Bromley reached on an error back in the 5th. Got as far as 3rd.
Oh, great scoop.
That pitch definitely not where a Bishop was looking for it. Can't get that one. Bromley down on strikes.
Number 30, Chad Brown.
Brown looking for his first hit of the game. Struck out in the 3rd and walked in the 4th, 5th.
Not much he could do with that pitch, was it? Just tied him in knots.
Good location.
Yeah. Villavazo wanted that pitch. And that's a dead ball at the plate. Then again, just off, and another full count. So good AB by Brown, another walk.
Yeah.
2 good at bats by Chad Brown here tonight.
Number 15, Albert Spina.
Albert Spina to the dish. He broke up the no-hit bid and the perfect game that Godoy had going in the 3rd with kind of a seeing eye hit. It really just fell out in no person's land out there in left field, no man's land. You could probably say that Tom Check overran that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And fishes at that one off the corner of the plate. And there's that inside rise, which at times has been a real effective pitch here for Sammy Villavazo.
Put a little bit extra on that pitch, too.
Yeah, had a little bit of mustard on it, didn't it? So Blair Bender, last hope here for the Sebringville Sting, trying to keep this one alive. Punched out to right. That's going to fall in for a base hit, and that will chase Chad Brown all the way over to third base. So Bender keeps the string going.
Nobody wants to be the last out.
Gettler stayed in the game in the 6th. He came on to pinch hit. So he'll get his second look at Sammy Villavazo here. Misses downstairs. And that one, Joe, right down West Howard Drive here. Middle.
You got to get that bat going.
Well, got the bat out the shoulder there and fouled that one straight back to the screen. Little flare and tracked down over there by Meshke. And it took a while, Joe, but the Ostrander Norsemen 7-0 winners over the Sebringville Sting tonight. Give credit to the Sting for taking it to the distance. Picked up a couple of hits late in the game and challenged, but unable to push one across. Just a little bit too much offense early from the Ostrander Norsemen. Too much good pitching in the form of Ramon Godoy. Sammy Villavazo struggled a little bit, but able to shut the door. Joe, it's been a great first day here at the ISC World Tournament. Come back with us 12:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. We'll have the Big Four in action throughout the day and into the evening. Blair Sedford, Joe Todd, Peter Labardius, Luciano Lafrano, my good friend, Carol Doreste, Brian Aratis. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Called strike 3, the outside corner. They work out of that. Again. High in the air, Villavazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain. The gloves fly. The celebration is underway.